Hi everybody, in this video I'm going to show you how to create a Blackboard assignment. First thing you need to do is you need to be logged into the course that you want to create the assignment in, and you have to make sure that your edit mode button is on in the top right hand corner there. Next thing you want to do is go to the area in which you want to post the assignment. So for some people this might be in your weekly modules or your weekly learning folders, and for other people you might have a separate assignment section here. So wherever it is that you want, once you get to that area, you're going to go to Assessments here, and you're going to click on the Assignments button. And we'll give that a second to load. Once it does, it's going to require us to give the assignment a name. So we can call it something like assignment number 1. And you could also change the color here if you wanted to make it stand out a little bit more. In this text box, this is where you could put some instructions. You could put some details, the due date, some of the general expectations about the assignment. You can put whatever information you want in this text box. You can also choose to attach some files to the assessment. So you can browse your computer and upload a Word document or a PDF document that explains the assignment in a little bit fuller detail. This next section here is due dates, so you can click to give it a due date if you want. Enabling the due date actually puts it in the calendar for the course, so that can be helpful for a lot of students. And you can choose the due date using the calendar option here. Another required field is points possible. So you can give it a certain number of points. So let's say this one is out of 100. We can also add a rubric if we like, so we can select one that's already existing, or we could create a new rubric, or we could change an existing rubric. And part of the new Blackboard is these sections right here, which you have to do a little bit of digging to find out more information. So you're going to have to click on submission details in order to get these details. You can choose the assignment type. So I think for the most part, usually it would be an individual submission, but you can also choose a group submission as well if you're using groups. And then you can also decide to give a single attempt, multiple attempts, or unlimited attempts. The next section here is the grading options, so we'll click on that to reveal that. You can enable anonymous grading if you don't want to see the student's name during the grading process. And if you're teaching the course with more than one person, you could also enable delegated grading, in which you could divvy up the grading amongst the instructors. And in this section right here, the display of grades. So you can choose how to display the grades. So you could do it as a score, or as a percentage, or as a letter, complete versus incomplete. You can also decide whether to include this assignment in the grade center grading calculations. That's the default selection. So if you don't want it in there for whatever reason, you could unclick that. Do you want to show this assignment to the students in their My Grades area? And do you want to show them statistics like the average or the medium to the students? As well, don't forget to make the assignment available when it is that you want to make it available. So if you're not ready to show it to the students yet, you could unclick that. And you could also make it available after a certain date. So if you wanted to make it available after a certain date, you can do that here. And you can take it down at some point as well, so that students can no longer access the assignment. And a helpful thing for you to finally do might be to track the number of views, and then you can actually see how many students are accessing the assignment, so that could be helpful for you as well. And when you're done, press the submit button. It's going to take us back to the old page, and now we can see that we have assignment number 1 created. And there you go, that's how to create an assignment in Blackboard.